What is up? This is Christopher, and today I'm going to review an application called Frameographer. Frameographer is a $4.99 in the App Store. It is from the developer Studio Neat, who also developed application called Slow Fast Slow that I did a preview of a few days ago. Now it is called Frameographer, not just Frameograph. I guess the name was too long to put it up underneath the app, so it's kind of cut off the ER there. I'm going to go ahead and launch it now and do a demo and walkthrough of the application. Now, what Frameographer is, it is a stop motion and time-lapse video application to make movies on your iPhone. If you want to do stop motion movies or if you want to do time-lapse movies, this is a terrific application to check out to accomplish that. So when you first launch the application, you're going to have a few options down here on the bottom row. You're going to have this question mark, which will tell you all about Frameographer, tell you a little bit about the glyph here, which I mentioned in my Slow Fast Slow review, some tips and tricks, and how to use the application, which is what I'm about to do. Give you a demo of that. You can export to your camera roll, you can trash a project, and you can start a new project. Now right here, this is my project. So if I create a new one right here, I can go ahead and tap that. Give you a brief overview of the camera app. So you can go back to your project, you can capture to start a new one. I'm going to go ahead and just tap that. And you're going to get this camera icon. So I'm going to set it here up on my desk so you can turn the flash on or off in the camera. You have the onion peel or onion skin layover. What that is for is when you're creating a project. So let me go ahead and do this. Capture. I'm going to move it over here. And I'm going to put it right on this hat. All right, so what the onion peel does, or onion skin, when I tap it, it's going to give you an overlay of the last thing that I took a photograph of. So it just gives you an idea of what the onion skin or onion peel is. And I can turn that off or back on. It's really helpful when doing stop motion video. You can turn the grid on or off. This will help when lining up your camera or your iPhone onto your subject. You get a nice little horizon right there. So you can just turn that on or off. You can reverse the camera right here if you want to do a front-facing video of yourself. And then over here, there's the important stuff. You have the stop motion mode, and then you have time-lapse mode. So right now we're in stop motion mode. I can switch it over to time-lapse mode. I want to do that. And when I do that, I get another option down here. So I can go ahead and tap that button. You're going to get an audible countdown. So every time it's getting ready to take a photograph or an image, it will give you a little beeping sound. You have the frame interval. You can go from 1 second all the way up to 10 minutes. Currently I have it on 5 seconds, and then number of frames. You can do 10 or you can do infinity. That means you can just keep creating more and more images for your project. Now for time lapse, I like to go with a 3-second interval. I think that's a great interval for time lapse, particularly if you're doing something like the skyline or something. I think it just captures the clouds and the lights and stuff really good at 3 seconds, but you know, that's just something you choose to do, whatever best fits your project. So let me go ahead and tap done here. And this is basically the camera and how you will do it. Now, if you want to do the stop motion mode, this is manual. So every time you get ready to take a photo, you'll have to tap this button. So if I just, and then I can come over here, and then I can come over here. Whereas the time-lapse mode is more like automatic. So they both function the same, just one is automatic and one is manual. So I'm going to go ahead and tap done here. And I'm going to hop back into my projects. Let me go ahead and go back here. Now you'll see I have 2 projects. So I'm going to tap this happy birthday stop motion video. Let me just double tap this. I'm going to put my playhead here, and I'm going to play this video really quick. Happy birthday. All right, so I can add music to this video clip right here if I want to. I can tap that. Now, one thing to keep in mind, you must have the music on your device. So I have everything in iTunes Match and Apple Music or whatever, so I don't actually have any music on my device, but I'm just going to show you. Tap Choose Song. You can pick from a playlist, an album, an artist, or a song. And you will know that the song is on your device because the title or whatever will be in white. Like on the song, it won't be grayed out like that. So if I tap one, just to give you an example, Go ahead and tap walk this way, song on iCloud. So it tells me right there that the song is not actually on my device. So that's something to keep in mind. You can also change the frame rate for your project. So I can tap this and I can adjust it from 1 frame per second all the way up to 120. So right now that video we just watched was 16. So I'm going to put it down at 1 second and just show you how slow that goes. All right, I'm going to pause that. You get the idea there. And I'm going to tap frame rate again. Now I'm going to put it at 120. It's going to zip right through it. That's it. That was the whole video. So another thing you can do down here on this timeline, you can double tap that to go between each clip, or if you want to see the entire timeline. And then if you're on the entire timeline, you can just adjust the marker head or play head to wherever you need it. And you'll notice the frames 17, 18, 19, 20, etc. That's changing the frames. If I double tap it again, then I can do each individual frame. Now, I can also tap right here one time and I can duplicate a frame, or I can delete a frame. So sometimes with the stop motion stuff, you may have your hand in the way. You want to delete it. That's what you'll do. You'll just find that clip and go ahead and delete that. So you also have the export button here. This will export to your camera roll. You have capture right here. So this project I was already working on. If I want to go ahead and continue working on it or add to it, I can tap the capture button, and then I have 2 options. Tap that. I can continue at the current position or at the end. At the end means, let me double tap this one time. At the end means whatever I start adding to it will start way down here. And if I do it at this certain clip, whatever I do will be inserted in between clip 19 and 20, or frame 19 and 20. So this is Frameographer. Highly recommended if you're into stop motion or if you're into just video in general on your iPhone. This is a must-have app. $4.99. Highly recommended. Thank you. Have a great day.